We've already learnt that whenever a body moves, that is slides or rolls over the surface of another body, a force called force of friction comes into play between the surfaces in contact. And therefore we've also learnt that force of friction is a contact force. Today in this video what we are going to look at is the factors on which force of friction depends. Basically there are three factors on which the force of friction depends. Let me first tell you what those three factors are, then after we'll discuss about them in detail. So the first factor is nature of the surface. Nature of the surface meaning how rough or how smooth the surface is on which a body is moving. The second factor is weight of the moving body. So force of friction also depends on the weight of the body that is moving. And the third factor is nature of the medium. Whether the medium on which a body is moving is a solid, liquid or gas. Okay, so force of friction also depends on that. So let us first discuss the first factor, nature of the surface. What is true is a body experiences more force of friction when it moves on a rough surface, and the same body experiences lesser force of friction when it moves on a smooth surface. Let me demonstrate this and show it to you. So here I have something called a sandpaper for you all, whose one surface, this black looking surface, is very rough. I hope you all can hear this sound coming from the rough part of the paper. The other part will be smooth like this. The other part is smooth. Now this sandpaper is used to smoothen wooden surfaces or surfaces made up of iron also. Now I have this plastic ball. Now what we will do is we'll roll this plastic ball on the sandpaper and we will see how far it goes. So here I let my plastic ball go and it stops there. Let us try some more time. Okay, now it stopped there. Okay, it stops there. Let us try one last time. So it stops there. Now let us try moving or rolling the same plastic ball on a very smooth surface. So the smooth surface we have is this paper itself. Okay, it's very smooth as compared to that rough sandpaper. So I'm letting this plastic ball roll on this smooth paper. So here it goes. There you see, it didn't even stop on this smooth paper, and it moves faster than on the rough paper. So two things are happening. One thing, it's moving faster than on that rough sandpaper, and it's not even stopping on this smooth paper. So why do you think this is happening? This happens because this smooth paper, it exerts lesser force of friction, because of which the ball, the plastic ball, moves faster also and actually doesn't stop also in here than when it was moving on the sandpaper, rough sandpaper. So remember, rough surfaces, they exert more force of friction, and smooth surfaces, they exert lesser force of friction. This is how force of friction depends on the nature or roughness or smoothness of a surface. Now moving to the next factor on which force of friction depends, which is weight of the moving body. Now to give you an example of this, you must have noticed that it is difficult for us to push a heavy body, whereas it is comparatively easier for us to push a lighter body. To give you a demo of it, I have this old magnet over here, and I have this small plastic toy car over here. Okay, so the toy car is very light compared to the magnet that I have over here. So using my pen, I apply a force on this toy car and it goes out of the frame. Whereas using the same pen, I cannot see. It's difficult for me to move this magnet compared to my toy car. Why? Because this magnet, it has greater weight. It is heavier, like I already said, compared to my plastic car. So what happens is, since the magnet is heavier, it experiences more force of friction. Therefore, it's difficult for me to move it. I can move it, but it's difficult for me to move it. Whereas this toy car, it's lighter, it experiences lesser force of friction. Therefore, I can easily push it away, out of the frame. So therefore, remember, force of friction also depends on the weight of the moving body. Heavier the body, it experiences more force of friction. Lighter the body, it experiences lesser force of friction. With this now, let us move to the third factor on which frictional force depends, which is nature of the medium in which the body moves. Now you already know that there are three states of matter, which are solids, liquids and gases. Now do remember, all these three states of matter, they exert force of friction. And what is it like is, solids or solid surfaces, they exert maximum friction. Liquids exert lesser friction than solids, and gases exert the least amount of friction. Now let me give you a demo of this. So I have this old eraser which you might have seen in some of my previous videos also, and I will let this eraser fall down. I'll let it go and I'll let it fall down. Now when it falls down, you can see what is happening. What is happening is, this eraser is moving through air because we are surrounded by air. So what happens is, this eraser, when it falls down, it moves through air. So let's see how fast it moves through air. Here. So you can see this eraser falls down very fast through air, of course. So here it is. Now I have this glass of water, the same eraser, and let's see how quickly this eraser falls through the glass of water. So 1, 2, 3. Let us try one more time. So we have the glass of water. Here is the eraser. So 1, 2 and 3. You could clearly see that when the eraser falls through water, it is moving, it is falling down slowly as compared to when it falls down through air. Let us see what happens when the same eraser moves on a solid surface. The solid surface is the surface of the paper. So we are making the eraser move, and we are seeing that it's very quickly stopping, or rather it is difficult for the eraser to move on the solid surface. So what can we conclude from the three demonstrations? What we can conclude is, solid surfaces, they exert maximum friction. That is why this eraser was finding it difficult to move through the solid surface, which is the surface of our paper. Whereas when this eraser was falling through a liquid, that is water in our example, it was moving with a faster speed than when it moves through a solid surface. Why? Because liquids exert lesser friction than solids. But do remember, liquids exert more friction than gases. That is why through a gas, this eraser was falling very quickly. Okay, but the speed with which the same eraser was falling through a liquid was lesser than in case of the gas. So do remember, force of friction also depends on the nature of the medium through which the body moves.